What do you know about reflexes? You probably know at least innate reflexes. For example, the one about your leg rising when the doctor taps it with his hammer. Another innate reflex, your pupils that dilate or shrink with light variations. These are physical reflexes that we have since our early childhood. Other reflexes, learned reflexes, are the result of our learning. Let's take a look at what happens while driving, for example. The light turns red, so the driver brakes. The learned reflex is quick and its function is to protect us. For the reflex to work, a signal is needed. In this case, it is the red light. Then the brain reacts very quickly and tells our foot to press the brake pedal. We do it automatically because it is a gesture we have repeated hundreds of times. At Veolia, some accidents are caused by dangerous reflexes. Some bad reflexes can cause very serious injuries or even fatal accidents. Let's see what these reflexes might be. Here, the colleague is collecting waste. He wants to do the right thing and tries to hold back the bin that is in danger of tipping over. But the bin is too heavy and his reflex causes him great pain in his arms and legs. In this other example, the colleagues are cutting a tube with a disc grinder. As a piece of pipe falls on the ground, the colleague tries to catch it. Unfortunately, his hand is caught by the disc and he is injured. Here, finally, the colleague working in the trench reacts by reflex to try to control the leak. His reflex causes him to lose his balance. He is thrown and the shock hurts his back. We can see that reflexes often start with a good intention, but unfortunately, these reflexes can sometimes lead to an accident. Let's see what we can do to avoid accidents caused by a dangerous reflex. A little thought before starting can help us avoid dangerous reflexes. In preparing for your work, check with your colleagues whether unforeseen events could cause a dangerous reflex. Memorize unforeseen events that have been identified as hazards. Is there any individual or collective protective equipment to remember to protect against these dangerous reflexes? For example, a helmet to avoid bumping, gloves to avoid hand injuries, a harness to avoid falls from a height. Where is the emergency exit or emergency stop button in case of a sudden problem? What are the right reflexes to adopt, such as dropping a heavy object or tool when moving away from it? Not attempting to control a leak. If a machine gets out of control, pressing the emergency stop without fear of interrupting the operation in progress. Finally, talking about it among colleagues allows us to learn from each other and to avoid repeating dangerous reflexes. If you are ever confronted with a bad reflex at home or with a colleague, share your experiences to avoid repeating it. Always ask yourself what would have been the right thing to do. At work and at home, a little thought can help avoid dangerous reflexes. Let's do it for ourselves, for our colleagues, and for our families.